So welcome to the Tower Update. We're back. It's a new year. It's 2019. There's been a little bit of a break in videos, as you've noticed, as things got a little bit crazier during the holidays. But we're back, and we're back with a new Vice Chancellor of Wizard Academy. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I reached out last year to Zac Smith and his wife Leanne and asked if he would be interested in taking over the Vice Chancellor position. After some time thinking about it, he said, sure, why not? I think those are the exact words. Yeah. And it officially, they moved here to Austin and officially started working with us a week and a half ago. So I wanted you guys to get a chance to meet him. And right now, I'm not the Chancellor. Roy is still the Chancellor. So I'm sort of a man without a title. Although I've been referring...
Although I think you have a title.
I've been referring to myself as the Bookkeeper. So we're going to go with that for now, the Bookkeeper, in hushed tones. But this is the chance to meet Zac. So Zac, I wanted you to tell us, I met you first in the whiskey class, right? Mm-hmm. But what was your first encounter with Wizard Academy?
So about 15 years ago, when there was no academy here.
Were you like 8 years old?
Yeah, about. A little bit older than 8. But there was no academy here. It was just a property. There was a foundation for Tuscan Hall, and they had Signer's Day.
Oh, yes. That poster is in my office.
I saw.
Our office. My bad. I mean our office.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my family came out for Signer's Day. Roy walked us around the campus. We thought this place was amazing. He did such an amazing job of portraying his vision for what this place could be that we were immediately wanted to be a part of it. So we signed the signer's document and, you know, kept up with academy updates.
Right.
But I didn't come back to the campus for almost 15 years after that.
Right. So that, when I met you at the whiskey class, that was your first return.
That was my first return.
So Zac is a level 3 whiskey sommelier, and his wife Leanne, and so that's sort of how I got them back into the academy. I was around them for a while, and when Roy said, Daniel, you need to start thinking of who's going to replace you, I spent about 2 years thinking about that. Because that's how slowly I move on things. And I finally narrowed it down to 2 people in my head, and Zac was one of them. So I'd been thinking about you, but I hadn't mentioned it to anybody except for Roy. And then you came to Magical Worlds, and what happened? Because I kind of got to hear your version of this story.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I remember. Mm-hmm. So I was here for Magical Worlds. We were doing a writing assignment. I had written my ad, and as is customary, you come to the front of the room to read your ad. As I was starting to walk back to my seat, Roy said, hold on a second, Zac. And he called me up there to stand next to him.
Which, by the way, this was a surprise as much to me as it was to Zac, so.
And in front of everybody, Roy said, I just want you to know, to the class, he was saying, you know, the kind of people you have in your class. And nobody here knows this, including myself. He said, but Zac here is the person Daniel would like to be the next Vice Chancellor of Wizard Academy.
That's exactly how it happened. And I'm sitting in the back of the room like, wait, what? I wasn't ready to talk about that yet. And so what was your response?
I think this is probably the closest I've ever been into literal shock. Mm-hmm. And so I quietly just walked back to my seat, making no eye contact with anyone.
Yeah.
Because I just needed to figure out, did this just happen?
So I didn't, Zac disappeared immediately after that. And I didn't reach out to him for like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Well,
right?
Yeah, so I went home after the academy. I was still thinking about it. I told my wife, Leanne, I was like, hey, so this thing happened. What do you think of that? And so it was probably like, yeah, almost 2 weeks later, I reached out to you and I was like, hey, so that thing Roy said,
was it real?
Was that real, or did I just dream that whole thing up?
No, it happened.
Yeah.
So what I told him was, yeah, I wasn't quite ready to talk about it yet, but now that it's on the table, sure, yeah, it's a thing now. So Zac and Leanne thought about it for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And because they were in North Carolina at the time.
Yeah, we had other things going in life.
Yeah.
That was, that was a big disruptor. Like we were not going in that direction. So
right.
It took some time to figure out, can we angle over this way and make this work?
So he finally said, yeah, let's do it and we'll start in the new year in 2019, and that is now. So at this point, as you guys are emailing and signing up for classes, all your communication is going to start coming from Zac. He's going to be your point person. I'm still available. If you have my email, email me. That's fine. But look forward to meeting him at the next class that you attend, and look forward to a whole new era of Wizard Academy. And Zac, we're glad to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Cheers. Until tomorrow, may your crazy stay this side of legal, and may you return before we have time to miss you. Cheers.